Okay. Looks like we're set up. Pretty much. Looks like we are set up. Awesome. Here we are. Friday evening. Hot chocolate. It's December 1st already. Hot chocolate's always good. Nobody's here yet, so I will just start. Get some reading going. Here's just a message for Friday night. This is a Friday night message. I think it's probably time we did another Harry and Meghan reading. That would be a fun demo to start with. Let's do it. Harry and Meghan. Give me 3 cards for Harry. 3 cards for Prince Harry. What's going on with him right now? King of Wands. That's what's up. 3 of Swords reversed. Holy. Like, holy. High Priest in the future position. I really see that. Call me crazy, but I really think that, it's showing here that Harry is really ready to step into a greater responsibility, even though it looked like he was running away from his title and all the royal stuff, right? Like, you can run, but you can't hide, Harry. He's been kind of going it alone. But doing well. I think that whatever was going on with him is definitely looks like it's ready to, like, it's being cleared up already. This is him getting over some kind of heartbreak, getting over some kind of mental stress, and actually healing from it and being a stronger person for it. He is the King of Wands. It's interesting. This is a redhead, and a king. Like, that is just so perfect. With the High Priest here, I really see that he's still firmly establishment, like you can't really get away from your position, even though he like formally announced that. I feel like there's still some possibility for him rejoining the fold in some way, you know? I think that the responsibilities that he is going to be taking will be as weighty, and he'll have just as many people to answer to, and he'll have just as many people that he's responsible for. He'll have just as much responsibility as if he had officially stayed. So there's like official news, and then there's what's really going on, right? And things, even things like that seem like they can't change. There have been some, like wild cards, and I think Harry's one of them. Like, we have not seen the last of Prince Harry. Oh, hello. Hi, Jean. I didn't see that there was somebody there. You certainly may ask a question. What's your question, Jean? What Virgo's intentions and next actions are towards you? Yeah, let's see. What are Virgo's intentions towards Jean? Where are you tuning in from, Jean? Virgo for Jean. What are Virgo's intentions for Jean? Let's see. One more shuffle. Virgo's intentions for Jean. I don't know. And the High Priest again. From down south, right on. You are? Well, thank you so much, my dear. So the cards that I got are the Five of Swords, reversed in the past position. Sort of like it sort of seems to me that if he had you before, he didn't appreciate that. If he was with you recently, he didn't appreciate that. I read this card as like a victory that doesn't feel so great. And the Nine of Swords, this card is like mentally upset, like troubled. So it looks like there's actually something troubling Virgo here. And it could be for some kind of like weird, you haven't been in a relationship before, he's going through divorce currently. I was just going to say this could be some weird kind of legal problems. And also, this shows the divorce that he was going through. I was going to get to this card. It's the Ten of Cups reversed, so it's the You know, it's the happy family card reversed. So it's the not happy family card. It looks like he could be like mentally just too upset about this and worrying about legal things. Right underneath the high priest is the death card. So this is like huge changes for him. Ooh, it's 11:33 where you are. It's 9:33 here. That's a good one too. So let's see for you and him if there's any, if you guys have a shot. Shall we? Because from those cards there, it looks like he doesn't have time. He's got too many problems right now. Let's see. Come on. Do one more shuffle. Virgo and Jean. Yeah. Cards really reflected it. Super literal type reading there. I don't know. Yeah, there could be. You know, there could be once he's let the dust settled. You know, this is the Nine of Wands reversed. Right now, he's going to be feeling, when the dust is settled, he's going to be feeling a little kind of bruised and battered. But then he might want to hang out. But this is not somebody that wants to start anything serious, get into anything serious right away. Not a rebound type situation, but possibly, you know, with the Ace of Wands showing up at the bottom of the deck there, possibly getting together, you know? I would say that there's a good possibility of that. But Eight of Cups, it really shows like he is like walking away still from that old thing. Like, so you're going to catch him when he's, you know, you've got to catch him when it's sort of like, it's not a super fresh rebound. But it's going to feel like that for a while. So I wouldn't, you know, bet on anything real serious with him. But yeah, when the dust is settled, you guys could get together. I could see that possibly. He had asked me to marry him like 4 times before, but I didn't respond. I told him it was too soon to ask me. We met when he was in the middle of divorce, and then he reconciled with his wife, and I told him we can't speak if he's not single. Good for you. Yeah, that was a good decision on your part. Those kind of things can be pretty messy. Ay, 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 eh? That is messy. You know. So he wasn't even divorced when he asked you to marry him? Tisk, tisk. That's, a little bit, you know, underhand there, a little bit dishonest. Showed up there in the past. We got the Five of Wands, Five of Swords reversed in the past position in that reading. He's spies on you on social media. That's a funny thing, eh? When people do that. And you know he loves you. Well, yeah, good. That's good. You know, sometimes it can just be nice to know. It can be very nice. As long as you're not messed up over it or getting heartbroken. Yeah. Don't spy. I know, it's so weird. Because I guess you can tell when they're looking at your stuff. I don't know. I don't do social media except for YouTube. I don't know if that counts. Because that kind of stuff, like, I don't even want to, like, I don't want it to take up any space in my brain at all. Ooh, yeah. Well, you know, yeah, he's probably thinking about you. But you also attract what you think about too, right? Could be. Yeah, so, gosh. I wonder if anybody else wants to read it? Otherwise, I'm just gonna do some celebrity readings. Those are always fun. You have a wonderful rest of your night too, Jean. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. I'm going to get back to Harry and Meghan. We're going to do 3 cards for Meghan. Wow. Another king in the middle of the reading. Got the Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords reversed. It looks like 4 of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. That Meghan is, like, her future is uncertain right now because she's waiting to see what kind of offers are going to come in for her. Wow. But the Queen of Swords reversed, like, that is, that's some nasty energy. Queen of Swords reversed can be like a really nasty piece of work. Very cutting with her words. The Wheel of Fortune card, like, this is very faded. this position that Megan is in was like never not going to happen. And she's very good at being in control. And this is some really grounded energy. Harry showed up, King of Wands. For Megan, we get the King of Pentacles. So fire, and the Queen of Swords, air. And Queen of Pentacles, earth. King of Pentacles, earth. He's the ruler of his kingdom. I wonder. Hi, Miss JS. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah, sure, honey. Condolences to you. Yeah, my sincere condolences. I hope you've got some plans to, oh, thanks, hun. Yeah, nice to see you too. I hope you've got some good plans for the month. You've got some good people to be around to maybe help lessen that blow just a little bit, because I know how tough that is, especially at the holidays, and especially for the first few years. Especially the first year and second year. Maybe the third year too. It really takes time. Okay, let's get a general reading for Miss JS. Whee! Okay, I got the Page of Wands, like some reversed. So that's like it's kind of a bratty child energy. Interestingly enough. The Two of Swords is what you got in the middle of the reading. This card is a card of indecision. It's a card of indecision because your mind is trying to get itself balanced before you can feel like where you're even at. Does that make sense? And then the Four of Cups in the future position. Right side up, which is great. That's what we want to see. It looks like this is like showing how you're going to regain your balance. And that is, as usual, the cards are telling us to like get still and quiet. And when we do that, like another way of feeling about things can be presented to us. Like that's what's being presented to her out of that cloud. she's gone to sit under this tree. It looks like a willow tree, or it probably would be a willow tree because they grow next to a creek. They grow next to streams. And she's sitting under there, like not clothed, so that's symbolic of her. Her nakedness is like symbolic of that, her being comfortable. Like that's her true self. Like she's not posing, she's just there under the tree, like in her natural state, vibing with nature basically, and relaxing. And that's exactly how it's meditation basically, but meditation doesn't have to be with your eyes closed in the lotus pose. It could be just relaxing enough to be able to tune in to whatever messages, like those offerings of when you feel like it's like feeling when you're in that kind of receptive state, like a new way of feeling about things presents itself. That's symbolized by the cup, where it's like, here, like, take this, drink this, and like feel this new way of feeling about things. Like feel this emotion that's what it is it's actually a feeling of being more alive. That's the quality of the emotion. That's the quality of the feeling. New feeling that's being presented to you is one that's like very lushly living, you know? It's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful card. And if you think about like a willow tree, how the branches like bend, and if you're sitting under the branches, it feels like a sheltering safety, like a beautiful safe feeling. And then watching the stream flow by and just letting yourself like become a part of that. So your emotions are never staying stuck, but allowing the emotions to flow. At the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. So not surprising, given, you know, the fact that you've been grieving. I mean, that's what that is. It's suffering, and well, yeah, there's the Death card right underneath that. But like the only like kind of like good thing that I say about, well, not the only good thing, but a good thing that I say about the Ten of Swords is like that's as bad as it gets, like 10, you know? The 10 of Swords, like this is all 10 swords are, you know, are in place there. And death, right? It's always meaning resurrection as well. In the Marseille deck, the Death card doesn't even have the word death on it. It just has no word on that card, because it's just as much as it means like the end of something, it also is like the beginning of something else, because something's finished. Like in this case, it might be, that actual grief that you were experiencing recently. But, I find when like these really big events happen, it tends to like reverberate through our entire life, where we might end up changing a lot of other things. It makes us grow as people, of how we end up rearranging our lives. When those kind of big events happen, and when these 10 of Swords moments happen, it's like what happens after 10 is 1, and that starts, that number sequence starts over again. The Page of Swords, like Page of Wands being in the past position. This is the last thing I'll say, and then I can move on. And hi, Elaine and Denise. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I think that you don't want to be careless anymore in your life, but don't let that make you stuck either. Because you want to keep things flowing, and that's how you'll get to like future. Like that's how you get from the 10 to the 1. I hope that helps, Miss JS. Hope that resonated. Went home to the Philippines to see her and pay my last respects to Mom. God bless you. God bless you too. Oh, well, that's great. What a blessing that you were able to do that. What a blessing. For sure. It's really good. Yeah, bless you, dear. So, do we have anybody up? I don't have a list started yet. Is anybody else want a reading? Elaine? Denise? Or should I just do celebrity reading? Does anybody have a question? No. Nothing. Nobody has any ideas? Okay. I already did Harry and Meghan because they're fun to read for. Question. What is Vincent's next actions? All right. Let's do that. What are Vincent's next? What's his next move towards Denise? What's Vincent's next move towards Denise? What do we got here? Vincent for Denise. Well, is the reason you're asking because you're kind of waiting? Does he seem like he's slow? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in the middle of the reading. And this guy is not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere fast. The Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, however, is just like a blazing in and out crazily. I think he was feeling stuck. Hi, Natalia. And sure, Miss J, we'll go back. But thanks for popping a question in there. It looks like he was feeling stuck before, not knowing what to do, and now he isn't like necessarily. He might still be feeling kind of stuck because we have the Judgment card reversed in the future position, reversed. So it also is like he's not like ready to see the light at this point. He was in a karmic connection because he thought the grass was greener and got burnt. Ha. Yeah. It doesn't look like he's learned his lesson. What do you think? The cards are saying no. The cards are saying like he did not learn his lesson. He still does not quite see the light. Like he'll probably do the same. Continue like that. I'm saying. Yeah. Magician, Emperor reversed. Maybe that's just how he rolls. Not saying like doesn't mean he's a bad, terrible person or nothing. Just as far as like his next moves towards you, though, it looks like you could either be waiting, for a while, or if he does come in, he could be leaving again just as fast. Like the energy is quite, it's like hectic, but stuck at the same time. Like, what do you think, Denise? Could it be that he just is not willing to see the light? Yeah, that would. I hope he doesn't think that. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Exactly. Nobody wants to just like wait around for somebody to get their selves, get themselves together. Stop being like that, but people don't usually change that easy, do they? Hi, Tracy Scott. Okay, sure. Let me start writing people down. Are you sure it's your first time here, Tracy? I swear I've seen your name before. Written your name down, but I could have written it down and then you like dipped or something. But I've seen your name. Okay. You're very welcome, Denise. Yeah, anytime, huh? Anytime. Oh, okay, Tracy. You let me make sure I'm getting people in order. So he's always in the Knight of Pentacles energy. I just saw your comment from before, Denise. That's funny, huh? Okay. Natalia, you next. Oh, okay, Tracy, let's get your reading going, and then we'll do Natalia. Natalia, I see your question. Tracy, what's your question, dear? In the blood of the Lamb. Mm-hmm. General, anything? Cool beans. Blood of the Lamb. Okay, let's get 3 cards for Tracy. Mm-hmm. 3 cards for Tracy. What does Tracy need to know today? December 1st. 3 cards for Tracy. I feel like I want to give him one more shuffle here. Wow. And 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 3 of Wands is... It doesn't look like she's doing much there, but it's actually really potent energy. 3 of Wands card is an Aries card. It's one of the cards that's like at the beginning, corresponds to the beginning of the zodiac. You've got some kind of energy where like you're ready to get out there in the world and put yourself out there right now. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the past position. I wonder, is there someone that you're getting away from right now? Like, did you recently say goodbye to a man, like maybe an older man or just like an established man, possibly an earth sign? Oh, thank you, Tracy. So just wondering about the King of Pentacles there. If you recently, maybe a dark-haired man, recent past, I wonder. In the present, this is, oh, okay, yeah. So in the present position, we have, it looks like there's a new guy that's just blazing into your life right now. There's another one. And then the Five of Wands in the future, reversed, it's the total, everybody wants different things card. It's the card of everyone having different agendas. So when they come together, it's like they can't actually build anything together. Or they're figuring out how to do that. And it's messy. Yeah. It's not to say it could be fun too, but it's messy. Yeah, it looks like there's like a hell of a lot of action going on. Yeah, nobody wants to be a side chick, right? I get that. But it looks like you actually could have a very viable like option right now. Or is there a guy that's just sort of blazed into your life? I mean, with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, like you actually could be blazing into somebody else's life. I mean, this kind of energy is somebody that is not shy at all. And there's a lot happening here. So it's very busy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious. You could be meeting somebody, like I say, like soon. Like either they're charging into your life, or it could just be saying it's you. You're the one recharging into somebody else's life. But with this in the future position, it's going to be hard to find the common ground there so that it can actually be something viable that you could build something together with. But I think you're going to be okay no matter what happens, because you know how to like sort of watch out for yourself and keep your business at the forefront of your mind. Even though this isn't Pentacles, it still can be a card that signifies a merchant, somebody that can just step out into the marketplace, whether that be like the marketplace, like however you make money, or like the dating marketplace with confidence. So yeah. So no matter what happens, like I think you'll be okay. And I think, Yeah, I think they better look out. Whoever better look out if you're coming their way, because it looks like you're kind of hot stuff. You haven't met anybody new yet. You saw a guy you're attracted to. Who knows? But you haven't spoken. Yeah, who knows? You know, you might be the one that's like, hey, probably don't do too badly. A lot of energy there. Yeah, and that's the way to be. That's the way to be. Taking care of yourself. That showed up. That showed up in the cards. Okay, Natalia, my dear. Thanks, Tracy. I'm glad you finally got your reading. You can pop in anytime. Touch base. Whenever you see me doing live here, I'm always happy to find out how things transpire. Natalia, are you still here, babe? I think you dropped your question earlier. Just have to scroll back and find it. There you are. Hi. Love and finance. Okay. Combined. We're mixing love and finance. Okay. I wonder if I need to sort of reword that so we do, I don't know, some for one, some for one topic and some for the other. But we could just do a general, like, for love and finance. Why not? Mix it up. I don't see why not. They're two different things, but they don't always have to be two different things. They can combine quite nicely. Love and finance for Natalie. All right. So, like, general reading, but specifically about love and finance. I got it. Sounds good. Okay, this is for Natalia. Love and finance. What's in the cards for our girl Natalia? All right. The first card that comes up is the Five of Cups reversed, getting over a disappointment. The Lover's card came up in the middle of the reading. And the Emperor in the future position. Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that disappointment that you were getting over, it looks like you got over it. You know, because none of the other cards show any sort of downcast disappointment at all. Only the card that was in the past position. Make sense? And so for the present and the future, this is some big arcana energy, some major arcana energy. The Lover's card, you've got somebody now in your life, it looks like. I mean, it could be like literally your lover. And then the Emperor in the future position, going from the Lovers to the Emperor is like going from the inspiration that you're finding right now of when you're just like being in the flow with whether you're like creating with another person or whether it's just like that you're open to inspiration at this time, and that's what's flowing, back and forth flow with being spiritually inspired, and then not just like laying around being like letting the inspirations hit you and then not doing anything with them, but actually doing something like where it then puts something else out into the world. So then that artwork is like something like you're making more beauty. You're producing more beauty from your inspirations. And sometimes that is that's the ideal relationship with like, man and a woman lovers relationship. Like this card is not, that's only one meaning for that, right? Of course, it doesn't have to be a man and a woman, but like this is like the divine masculine and the divine feminine, or it's Adam and Eve. Like there's a lot of different ways you could break that down, or it could just be like the super basic meaning of lovers, boyfriend and girlfriend. But the inspiration from that, it looks like it's going to actually make you not more like out there, but you're actually going to be grounded. This energy, the Emperor is just like the most like regal and grounded and represents authority, like a fatherly sort of authority. Also like a very like Aries sort of temperament, like warlike, like Mars. Like he's that kind, like he's the Emperor, but he's actually got armor on under his robes. So he's not just like a man of leisure. He's sitting, but he's ready to go to battle. He's dressed for the battlefield under his robes. Oh yeah, that disappointment card made sense. The Emperor card is also denotes the father. It can, it can be the father. Or it could also just be coming into one's own authority. It depends on what cards or surrounding the issue. I'm going to get one more card for Natalia to clarify. Actually, let's just do 3 more. Because it's a slow night here. We don't have a big list tonight. And sometimes the list gets kind of long, but we're good right now. So let's get 3 more cards for Natalia. This is supposed to be love and finance, but it ended up being love and family. Okay, there's a financy kind of card. 8 of Pentacles reversed. It's not tragic or anything. 4 of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Wands makes another appearance. There's the Emperor card again. The Emperor showed up twice here for you. Out of 8 cards, 2 of them are Emperors. So, what's that about? Is it your dad that you've been having problems with? Is that what's on your mind? Oh my God. And he's in Aries? Yeah, wow is right. Wow is right. Okay. Yeah, it's obvious like that it's been on your mind. It's been troubling you. But these aren't terrible cards. For the second 3-card spread that I pulled, the past position is the 8 of Pentacles reversed. And you were asking about finance and maybe what happened in the past, the disappointment. Maybe you had to take time off work or something where it felt like you had to stop what you were doing somehow and pause in that work, which you didn't want to do. It was inconveniencing you materially in some way. And the 4 of Wands reversed here in the present position is like it's like a kind of like a wedding. Usually this is a wedding card, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a wedding. It can be other kind of like get together type thing, but it's often the kind of that involves some type of ceremony as well, but it's reversed, so it's it's like maybe it's you not wanting, it's obvious interpretation would be like not wanting to go to getting together with everybody at parties over the holidays. It looks like it's actually like a really, because the Nine of Swords is right underneath here. That's like, it's really like bothered you. But these cards are really good. Like at the bottom of the deck here, we have like, you're ready to feel a new type of way about it. Well, you gave up your studies because of financial problem. Ouch. Yeah, like you're ready to feel a new type of way about it and start. Four of Cups is, being offered out of the air. So like it's like spiritually where it's like you're meditating and it comes to you like, oh, okay. I could feel like I don't have to just let other things affect me. I can choose how I'm going to feel. Like this is what he's doing. Like he's going to or him or her, whoever the person is under the tree, they get to choose how they feel. Like they could choose one of the cups in front of them. Those are all just like ways that they could feel. Or they could choose this new way to feel that's being offered. It's like some kind of spiritual assistance, like how we all have like guardian angel, ancestors, spirit team, whatever you believe in. But probably if you're interested in, tarot readings at all, which you are because you're here, you already like have a belief in, you're already well aware of that there's much more than just the physical. And I think you're really good there. You're really good as far as that goes, spiritually. The Lovers is a really spiritual card. I mean, the angel takes up half the card. It's not all about the man and the woman. It's not all about like the physical. It's just as much about the spiritual. You could reconcile. That could be why the Emperor is not showing up reversed in that spread and is just showing up reversed at the bottom of the deck in the next set. The only card I haven't spoken about yet is the future position in the second set, which is the Knight of Wands. This came up in an earlier reading. I think it was reversed in that reading though. But the Knight of Wands charges ahead. That's like really... The Knight of Wands actually acts before they think. Like they don't necessarily think. They don't necessarily do much thinking. They're just charged like full speed ahead. And that's, I don't know. I don't feel like that's necessarily like a person that but often when the Knight of Wands does show up in a reading, it means like court cards can either be the person that it can be a person that has those qualities, or it can mean those qualities. And that you're the one displaying this full bore head, like no holds barred, but not thinking before you're acting, like in the future. Let's see. Let's just get some clarity about the future positions. Clarity about the future positions for Natalia. What do we have here? What card is this? Oh, okay. It's the Pope. I've never pulled that card in this deck before. The Pope and the Chariot. Oh. And the Nine of Cups reversed. Oh, wow. And the Temperance card. Those 3 out of 4 major arcana cards there. I would suggest mending this relationship if possible. That seems to be what the cards are indicating. No, it's good. Oh, are you talking about the Knight of Wands card that I was talking about before? None of these cards are actually bad. None of them are bad. Like, none of them are really bad. None of them are even bad at all. Like, this is disappointment in the past that you know, that's all. But, temperance is like mixing things to get, like, blending things artfully together. Chariot is like completely balanced energy. The Pope is, the reason I say this could be like you reconciling with your dad, could be important to to your happiness, like to everything, right? Is that possible? Because nobody likes having discord in their lives. And sometimes we need to like cut ties with people. It doesn't matter how closely related we are. Sometimes we need to do that. But none of the cards that are showing up here are indicating that. None of the cards here are indicating that that is necessary. That is necessarily the case. What do you think, Natalia? Yeah, because sometimes that's, resentment can be the thing that's holding us. It can be very detrimental for everything, right? And everything's energy. finances, love, everything, the way the world presents itself to us has a lot to do with how we're feeling and what we're projecting out there. So these cards are, you're going to have some stuff happening in the future that is, I think, really lucky, but it's going to involve getting along. It's going to involve getting along with authority figures, and it's going to involve getting along with the establishment. None of these cards are really about you going off and being by yourself or anything. These are showing, you've got a part to play, like a majorly in the world, where you could really make a difference for a lot of people. And the Chariot card, you're going to be, you do that, and I think you're going to be hooked up. You're going to be hooked up in, all the ways that you need to succeed. But you're going to have to get along with people, and you're going to have to think before you charge ahead. And, like, you don't want to be showing up like the wedding crasher. You want to be showing up like the Temperance card. You don't want to overindulge. You don't want to be drunk, I don't know if you drink or not, but temperance, the word temperance can mean like not overindulging, like not drinking a lot, but it's also has, all the cards have deeper meanings and layers of deeper meanings, but one of the things you were asking about was love, and there is love available for you. There really is, and there's no like big warnings here, except like what I've already said, which are just like kind of medium size warnings. Everything's looking really good. Your future is super bright. Even the 9 of Cups here, like even reversed, that's still a good card. It can just warn of overindulging. And of course that that would show up there, because you can't have like that much good stuff laid out. It's like this banquet of goodness without the threat of maybe overindulging a little. But if you're willing to reconcile your, possibly problems with authority, problems with the establishment, and realize that might be the very thing that can get you where ultimately you want to go into and be in a more comfortable place. What are you laughing at, Natalia? Yeah, the anti-establishment thing, the anti-authoritarian thing. So that was funny. How did that resonate for you, dear? It's pretty wild about that Emperor card. Good. Good, good, good. Glad to hear it. It is raining here where I am. I can hear the rain outside. It's so pretty. Well, I'm glad I got to get on here tonight. It's getting late. Oh, the team. Sure. I'll do one more. What would you like to know about the team? And where are you tuning in from? Where are you and what would you like to know? The team asks, am I moving abroad soon? To the university I applied for. I'm from India. Cool. It's exciting stuff. That's very exciting. It's exciting just to be thinking about it. Let's see. Is the team gonna be moving? Is the team gonna be moving abroad? What's going on with the team's university application? What's going on with the teams? Uni app. Let's see. 3 cards for the team. Okay. Well, we got the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Hierophant. Interesting. The Hierophant is definitely university in the future position. Like this card would be a university, but it is reversed. However, like the card in the past position is like the possibility, and then the Fool in the current position is the start of a journey. Like this is like you being like ready, like setting out. It's like you're already, like you're so ready to set out on your journey. And the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. is like, I don't think that the results are going to be sent out. Oh yeah. So this shows like that shows you waiting. So let's look again here. Maybe they won't tell me either. That card is reversed, the Hierophant, but if it wasn't school, it would be a totally different card. So tell me about the Hierophant in the future position, please. Tell me about the Hierophant in the future position. Waiting. I know we're waiting. It's this is just like, this card means waiting. This is like, we don't know yet. And the Temperance card reversed. These things might not go together. Hi, Mano Salem. Yeah, we can do you next. I'm just looking into a university application right now. I think there's a very good possibility. That you will be going. Even though you're not hearing from them until the 13th. Hangman. You know, if it could end up that this is not the place. And if that happens, there will be other choices. Right now, it's all of these are waiting and indecision and Yeah, I can see that you want to go. But whether or not that's the actually the university for you, I'm not sure. I hope you get the one you want, and I hope it's everything you wanted it to be. You know, it sounds like you're really up for the challenge. And it sounds like, you know, I think the Hierophant being reversed in the future, like the university card being in the upside down position. Oh, yeah. It's just like, you've been waiting for, yeah, you get it. You've been waiting for the results for months. Is there a possibility that it could even take longer, like that you're not actually going to hear on the 13th? Or does everybody find out on the 13th? Is this the only place that you applied to? So yeah, what I was going to say about everyone does, yeah. What I was going to say about the upside down position is like it's still there. It's still the university card in the future position, and this is definitely you, and this is like the possibility, you know, which you took. This is like an offer, right? Which was the application. And then this is you setting out. Yeah, that's probably why the delay. That makes sense. Then you would need a visa and other things. It's going to take time. Yeah, so this card in the reverse is showing that like the establishment stuff is like the stuff that's getting in the way. You've got to have all your paperwork in order to deal with the school, to get to the school, to like everything. So yeah, the timing could be, you know, that's what this card means too. That's at the bottom of the deck. This is like this strategizing and putting everything together, and it can be very tricky. You know, it's a lot of attention, a lot of details. So good luck. I mean it. Good luck with that. And please do come back. I'm going to be wondering. Please do come back and let me know on the 13th. Drop a comment or just drop in on one of my next lives and let me know. Brian Oliver asks, can I get on the list for reading? And the answer is yes. It's Mano Salem, and then it's Brian. Oh, you're so welcome, the team. And yes, you will come back. India is so far away. Okay. What coming towards me? I'm a Taurus sun. Ah. What do we have for Minot the Taurus? 3 cards for Minot. 3 cards for Minot, please. What do we got for Minot? Temperance card at the bottom of the deck again. The cards we got for you are the Tower, the 6 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. Did you just recently have a big disaster in your life? Or maybe not a disaster, but like a big change? A big unexpected type of change. That's what I'm seeing in the recent past. But I think it might have actually been a good change. Maybe not for everybody, but for you, I think it was good. But it seems like now, like, you're worried about how you're going to make this all work, because does it seem like it's like a more money, more problems kind of situation, or where you got what you wanted, but it's now troubling because why? Because you've got to figure things out. Like, you're doing things differently now. And it's not just yourself that you have to take into consideration. Your whole life is a tornado. Yeah, well, it's pretty interesting cards here. This is the victory card. This is the card that came up in the middle of the reading, Minot. This is in the present position. That's you being victorious at the moment. So the tornado blew you up on top of the fanciest horse in the parade. That's where the tornado blew you. But in the future position, we have the 9 of Swords. It's like, why is that so hard? Why is it so hard to be you right now? Is it because of the responsibility of other people that you have to take into account? I'm just guessing, because the Lover's card. Does that resonate? You know, I don't think we have to... I was going to say, I don't think we have to worry about this card, but this is the worry card in the future. So why don't we actually just like try and avoid this being the future? Like sleepless nights because you don't know how to deal with all this. Just gotta dance with the chaos. Well, you know what you could do rather than dance with the chaos? You could strategize. Did that ever occur to you? Like considering your moves before you make them? So you just don't wind up in that cycle of like disaster, victory, disaster, victory, disaster, victory, like in a washing machine getting tossed around. So you can actually have like a harmonious vibe, and you're thinking about a separation. I see. So yeah, those are the choices that you're faced with, right? Those are the difficult decisions that you're faced with right now. Let's see. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Tell me about the Nine of Swords in the future. What do I need to know? What do I need to relay? The separation of this person was a whole new experience. It humbled me down. Stupid chaos, but that situation kind of choked me up. That makes sense. Tell me about the Nine of Swords in the future. Well, it looks like this has like been troubling your mind, and it's all in your mind. You know, if you can just realize that, realize that you have the power to walk away, whether like that means physically walking away from the situation that you're not stuck in, or just the mental stuckness. Because look, like she's not really tied up. She's just like super loosely tied up. She could just shake that off. That person could just like shake those ties off, and they're not really stuck there. Like that's not a prison. She could walk right through those. Page of Swords is somebody that's very careless with the way that they communicate, very childish. But then the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles knows her worth. And the Queen of Pentacles is not chaotic at all. They're totally grounded. Hi, Josephina. I will institute the breakup. That's one thing. But I keep feeling like there's a lesson I haven't learned yet. Well, I don't know why you think that, but I think if I think you have to put something out there. Like if nothing changes, then nothing changes. If we do the same thing, we're going to get the same results. So something might need to change. Well, something needs to change, but like what that is, if you already know what that is, and that's that you have to walk away from the relationship. I mean, that's what this is talking about with they're not really stuck. They feel stuck, but they're not really stuck. Like, it's all mental. That's what the Nine of Swords is too. Like, it looks like serious problems. Like, it's bothering you to the point where you can't sleep. Like, it's causing you distress, but it's all mental. Like, nobody's literally like breaking your door down, try and hurt you. Okay, I hope that helps, Minnow. Come back and let me know if hopefully things will develop in a more positive fashion for you as the month proceeds. You're very welcome. Very welcome, my dear. Okay. I think there was Brian. And Josephina. Brian, what are the intentions of Amanda and her father, Jeff? My goodness. Let's see. Amanda and her father, Jeff. What are their intentions towards Oliver? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they neutral? Let's see. Let's get 3 cards for Brian. Intentions of Amanda and her father, Jeff. Amanda and Jeff towards Brian. The Queen of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck. Well, the 4 of Cups is in the center of this reading. But reversed. They might be not sure, actually, themselves right now. They might not be 100% clear on their own intentions at this point. This is like for pretty unbalanced energy, the Two of Pentacles reversed in the past position, Four of Cups in the present condition. It's emotionally, a little emotionally unstable, not quite knowing how to feel about everything. But the High Priest in the future position, are they in a position in a church or like a big company where they're have ties to the top of that, or some kind of establishment? You know, there could be anything from like a union, like a local union type thing, to like a church type thing. They've been through a lot of the emotionally unstable and maybe not kind of knowing, and little like the unstable energy coming into this. But in the future we have like it could even be like hospitals, jails, like institutions is the word I'm looking for. Schools fall into that category, and churches as well. So, do you have any idea what that could be about? Do they have any religious beliefs per se, or what sort of establishment could they be involved with? We also have the Queen of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck, and that would most likely be Amanda. You know, like she's not right now able to show up in her full glory, in her full potential. Oh, he's a Christian. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Amanda is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, but reversed. So it's sort of like the queen who's lost her crown, or it's like the queen that's lost her castle, actually, is more like it. It's a queen without a castle. I wonder if they could be looking towards you to be a savior. They might think that you're actually capable of being the one that saves them. Is that crazy or what? Yeah, you're going to have to decide if that's something that you want to deal with. It looks like you already did a lot to help them both. That's why they look at you like that. They like look at all these people here. They're like, save me, save me. save me, like all these throngs of people. Like if they think that you're this guy, they think you're capable of like always doing that. And that's not a healthy paradigm. In between the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, we've got two aces reversed, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. That's not great because there's the King of Swords. So with a king and a queen and then two swords reversed in between, but then also the sun. I would be very wary. I'd be wary with dealing with an unequal type of balance here, like between you. But there's you and then there's them. And, you know, they're not showing up like very balanced at all. The fact that the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords are both reversed, I wouldn't trust that what they say and what they do are going to be pleasurable for you. Or possibly not even necessarily on the up and up. You know, when people, sometimes people just need help. I know that, but some people can get stuck in sort of like a poverty mindset or a grifter mindset. And they just don't maybe believe in themselves. And continuing to help people sometimes doesn't actually help people. It could be an unhealthy paradigm that ends up not doing that person that you are so-called helping any good either. It can actually be damaging. So I hope that helps, Brian. Hope that helps. Okay, guys, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Come back and let me know how it's going, and you take care of yourself. I'll watch that. All right, y'all. I think it's time for me to turn in, and I sure enjoyed reading for you. Please like and subscribe, everyone. I would love that. And if you hit the notification button, you never have to miss another live. Hop on here anytime. Good night, everybody.